Yeah, Lord Jamar is going back to Vlad. He's going back to Vlad, man. I'm like, wow. And he was saying that I was going to go and sell out and go back to Vlad, and he just went back to Vlad. Man, that's corny as shit. I'm not going back. You got your mind. I don't have no beef with him. I don't have a beef with Vlad at all. I'm just not going back to the show because, you know, what he did was wrong. Culturally, it was just off. It wasn't cool. So I'm not going back. No, I don't have a beef with Vlad at all, but I'm not going back though. That would be foolish. You know, that would just be foolish. It just goes against, I mean, just too many sellouts out here. It's just too much. That's just, we got to be able to stand on principle sometimes. That's what I say. You know what I mean? Lord Jamar is going back to Vlad. He took a photo with him the other day. Yes.
Well, actually, they shot that a while ago, to be honest with you. The interview itself is quite old. They did this a while ago. They just were dropping hints every few weeks. But the interview he shot, that's a few months old, honestly. So it's really not brand spanking news. That you should have already seen this coming because they were hinting at this months ago. But, you know, let's go.
And it was me and Lord Jamar that called Vlad that we were leaving his show, and this Negro is going back to him. He went back yesterday, I think, because Lord Jamar is mad that I don't believe that the earth is flat, which is insane. Which it doesn't, and I don't have a beef with Lord Jamar either. He has a problem with me because I don't believe the earth is flat. All right. Man, Richard is crazy.
Why are you eating, making a video, Godfrey?
I'm just waiting to hear Lord Jamar's excuse when he gets back on there. That's what I want.
Okay. So, yeah, now it's being posted today. Yeah, he already, this was already in the making. This was pretty old, y'all. Honestly, they shot this a while ago.
The whole thing started with a video that was altered, where it made Farrakhan appear to say something, but there was a later part of the interview where he kind of clarified it. So it's not like I purposely lied on Farrakhan. It was a video that I was tricked by, and this video had millions of views.
Wait, I don't ever want to be called a tackhead. That just sounds bad.
And this was before Twitter would say, oh, this video is incomplete, you know, have the community notes and so forth. This is 2020. So I made a statement about it, and I retracted it, and I took the part of the video down. But in the process, I made things a lot worse because I was having conversations with people who I thought I can confide in, and then these conversations start turning into videos. And then everything started to just snowball. I was going through a cancel session for the first time in my life. I've gone through one or two since then, and I know how to handle it.
Okay, come on, let's
freaking out. Keep in mind the time that we're in, the start of the pandemic. Everything is shut down. Everyone's stressed out. No one knows how they're going to make money.
Oh, we got a new sponsor. Underdog Fantasy. Everybody's sports betting is sponsoring everybody at this point.
No one knows if they're going to die. People around Godson die. You know, I would, you know, when I spoke to Willie D, I said, yeah, and I had, you know, people in my ear that I was listening to, but ultimately it was my decision. I decided to just buckle down and be stubborn about the whole situation. And yeah, that last conversation you and I had, you know, with Godfrey on the phone, and just to be clear, the way the conversation started was Godfrey, as you had said, was like, okay, let's just take a week or two break. And you were like, nah, we're not taking breaks. And it seemed like you convinced Godfrey to take a harder stance than he was trying to take in the beginning. Keep in mind also that the conversation started with Godfrey was like, yo, people are in my DMs threatening me and because of my association with you, and I'm scared right now. So I was going to call him afterwards and say, hey, listen, let me pay for your security. Because I don't want you to get hurt over some shit that I'm responsible for. But then...
Okay, do y'all believe Vlad? Is Vlad lying? Is Vlad capping? Do you believe Vlad at this point?
Later on, when everything went to hell, me and him stopped talking as well. But yeah, it was a situation where you guys started taking a hard stance with me. And I didn't want to feel like, yo, I'm not going to be bullied, so I'm going to take a hard stance. We're all men on this phone call. Not to say that was the best way to handle it. I think if we had a longer phone call, we probably could have come to some sort of middle ground.
Yo, this is crazy.
To me, I mean, the simplest thing I think could have done, right? Because you said you were tricked by a video.
Right.
You could have said, listen, I saw a video. It was altered. I was tricked. I apologize.
That would have been the best way to handle it.
I apologize for my remarks based on the misleading video that I saw.
Right.
You know, VladTV, you know, always hopes to report things accurately, blah, 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 blah. And we apologize for any inconvenience anybody was suffered. Boom!
Done.
I was gonna write this shit for you. Like I literally was offering you when I look back in the text.
Yo, he's so happy to be back. He's so happy to be back home, y'all. And God bless. And listen, I want people happiest where they're at. If you want to be a bootlicker, be the happiest bootlicker. If you want to be somebody's mule or horse, be that. Be happy with your position, your station in life, your lot in life. If that's where you want to be, God bless you. Like I hope you're happy there. I don't ever want to interfere with Vlad's or Jamar's happiness being back on Vlad. He genuinely is happy to be back. I can't even be mad at that, y'all. I can't be mad at that. Optics wise, it's a mess. Yes, culturally it's a mess. Everybody, you're all right. You're all correct. I want Jamar happy. If Jamar is happiest being the sidekick to Vlad, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, y'all. At least to me, you know. But I hear everybody. You guys are all right. You're right.
And I'm like, yo, I'm offering to like, yo, bro, if you need me to like write something up for you, I'll help you out with that. And yeah.
But it turned into a whole clusterfuck.
It turned into tribalism.
Into tribalism. Suddenly everyone started to kind of Avengers assemble against me. You know, like people I knew, people that I was cool with, you, Godfrey, my son.
Okay, I'm surprised that Vlad is surprised at the reaction he got. Like, you did not expect the blacks to kind of stick together like everybody else would stick with their own kind. You know, if you talk bad about I don't know, talk bad about somebody. You talk bad about Putin, I think Russians would be like, hey, all that. What you talking about? Hey, Putin been good to us. You know, like how Vlad didn't see this coming or ending or turning out the way it did is beyond me. But in the end, everybody will come back, which is true. But I'm still surprised that he didn't see them kind of, you know, the blacks be like, hey, wait, because Farrakhan has raised a lot of these men. Okay, Farrakhan has raised a lot of these men.
Felt like everyone was against me at that point. And so I started to just kind of sink in with the people that were still there for me. The Michael Jai Whites, the John Sallys, the Faisons, the Boots.
And they caught hell too for going on Vlad still, even during the beef. They caught hell too. They lost subs. People, they fell out of favor with a lot of people. Let's not get that twisted. Their images took some hits because they rolled with Vlad during the beef. So that's, you know.
Lucy's, all those people are still rocking with me. So I'm like, let me go to a safe place with people that are seeing me go through this and are still rocking with me. And that's what I did. I mean, you just stopped talking altogether for 5 years.
Right.
And it hurt because you were my friend.
Yeah. And to us and to me, you know, it hurt that it felt like you were turning
your back on the black people because you know how important Farrakhan is to us. Let me guess, is that what he's going to say? Because you know how important Farrakhan is to us as a people, and you kept egging it on. Am I close? I'm watching this with y'all for the first time.
Back on, you know what I mean? Your boys / the community that
built you up,
undoubtedly put you where you are today.
Yeah.
Which is the black community.
There you go.
I agree.
And that, you know, everybody was called, oh, Vlad is a culture vulture and all of that. You see? Like, don't do it, Vlad. Don't fall into the fucking shit. And somehow you fell into it. And I don't know, it's kind of a lesson in how we sometimes as humans just instinctively like go with our tribe, like, you know what I mean, like you're not a practicing Jew, right?
No.
But when something was said about Jewish people, you felt very offended.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because before hip hop existed outside of New York, I was born a Jew. And the reason why I'm even in America was because Jewish groups in America got the government to agree to let certain Russian Jews into America in the mid to late 70s when I came over, I think 78. So think about if I was still in Ukraine, I would have a rifle in my hand right now, shooting Russians, if I even made it that far.
Right.
I am here doing what I do because of the Jewish community. And, you know, I had a bar mitzvah and everything else like that. I'm not practicing, you're right, but I've always been Jewish. I've never hid it. I've always been proud of my heritage. But to address what you're saying, I made my money and I had my success in hip hop, which is a black art form, which is mostly consisting of black people, and most of my guests are black people. So what you're saying is absolutely right.
What is this? The small chair?
Yeah.
Go.
And so again, like, that's why it was just like, damn, like, how can I defend you? You made it so where it was just indefensible anymore. I couldn't defend you anymore of that. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, for real, like, what was I supposed to do?
Okay. So what did they say? Uh-oh. Is that me? I didn't mean that. My bad, y'all. Somebody said buck breaking. The comment section is undefeated. Massa tells Slade the mistakes he made. No backbone and broke is a bad combination, bro. Can't lie, bro. Suck a move. Suck a move. So Jamar convinced Godfrey to take a stronger stance, and Jamar was the one that went back. Wow. Professor Dave debate messed him up so bad that bro had to do a hard restart. It's cringeworthy watching Jamar do this interview. I agree. It must be good eating at Massa's table. Vlad makes sure Jamar doesn't say you slipped something in that drink. His career fell off the flat earth. Remember, you're a guest in the house of YouTube. It's only right that Lord Jamar make things right with Godfrey now. Straight up hunted. Pro-black Lord Jamar criticized people who still went on Vlad. What on God's flat earth is this all about? When in doubt, blame COVID for your arrogance. Jamar needs to leave the internet alone because it is making him look bad. He got made a fool of in the flat earth debate. Now he's back on Vlad after what he said. This is the definition of a sucker MC. I can't believe Jamar actually went back on everything he stood on. This is horrible, and Vlad is so fake and lame. Damn, Jamar had to kiss the ring. I hope you don't say Vlad drugged him to come on the show. Vlad was worried about getting canceled and didn't think about simple apology was a smart decision, because in the Talmud, they owe Goyim nothing. Goyim have less worth than dogs. What do you mean? Why would he apologize to Goyim? You kidding me? Jamar, your word don't mean nothing anymore. Lord Jamar's an ignorant fool. Any respect I have for him was going after his debate with Professor Dave. I'm very pleased with these comments. Jamar deserves to be roasted for this. Vlad will interview Professor Dave. The emasculation of Jamar. He will never hold the title of Lord again. The earth's still round. Oh my goodness. Vlad like a real female. Hard for him to take accountability. Bro fell out with Godfrey because Mr. Jamar here in 2025 still thinks the earth is flat. I mean, let people have their beliefs, man. Let people have their beliefs. Grown men squashing beef. Lord Jamar's buck broken. Lord Jamar thought he was bigger than the program. Bow down and kiss the ring. I mean, y'all, there's how many comments in this? I'm scared to look. I mean, I'm sure it's several hundred, maybe 1,000 comments. Easily 1,000 comments. Bro's a sellout. I'm not even mad at Jamar. He started a boycott that didn't work. He do owe Godfrey a call before he went back, though. If you leave him in the boat, you build and you jump and ship. He waits until he falls out with Godfrey to come back, and after he said he thinks Godfrey is going to go back. This is so sad to witness. Lord Jamar's got some serious slave mentality issues, which is indicative of when freed slaves return to their former masters due to financial necessity, familiarity, and limited options. In 2025, this is an absolute heresy. What's next? Involuntarily signing indentured servitude contracts. Lord Jamar could just move out of America, but he stays just like most black people who complain about the evil white man. No disrespect, Vlad more solid than Lord Jamar, the type of homie or friend someone need in a corner. Vlad, you're not Thanos. The Avengers don't need to assemble for you. You're not even worth the Thunderbolts time. Oh, this is bad. Gully TV right about Jamar. Wow. All I see is master and slave, and this hurts because I admire Jamar. I thought he was a strong, knowledgeable brother. Jamar dancing to the Jewish drum. Master Vlad, we sick. Oh no. Master Vlad, we sick. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here.